guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rise. We're back here at Crown Eurocars, and guess what? I have that one smaller size sedan that has some special touches. What am I talking about? This car right here. This is a 2025 Mercedes-Benz C300. But before we get into this graphite gray magno colored C300, let's talk about what's going on here. So obviously, there's some pretty big names within the Mercedes-Benz lineup. If you were thinking sedans, you might be thinking of a Mercedes S-Class, Mercedes-Benz like S580. Or if you were thinking the G-Wagon, or maybe one of their AMG GTs. Well, guess what? There are some entryways into the Mercedes-Benz family, and this C300 is one of them. Now, it may not be an AMG, but it does have that unique style of Mercedes-Benz, and don't forget the amenities and also safety features that Mercedes-Benz brings. But what I want to find out is, if you're looking for a smaller size luxury sedan, is this the must-own? Especially if you want to go into the Mercedes-Benz family. Do you go C300? Let's go ahead, let's dive into this one and see if we can find out. Right off the bat, I like the style of it. It almost looks like a mini version of an S-Class. Now at the front of the business, you're going to notice that unique style to Mercedes-Benz's headlights, that LED daytime running lamp and turn signal. We do have the high performance LED headlights. And then working our way down, you do have a functional corner air curtain. Steven actually has to swing around a little bit and show you that functionality. Some horizontal slots, but for the most part, that unique Mercedes-Benz style. One of the things I got to zonk is how they put this little detail in here to try to make it look like a vent. No reason, just keep it smooth, guys. But the graphite gray looks really, really amazing on this particular vehicle. Makes it look even more special than your regular standard C-Class. You do have a little bit of gloss black on the bottom lip and on the edges. Now, as we come across that low slung nose, there it is, the silver star. Nice finish. You do have a forward-facing camera. I like the bright silver accents on all the star points on the grille. And even the way they have the horizontal bars flanking from the Mercedes-Benz logo, it does have that classic look. Now, on the C-Class, you do have some functionality on both sides in the middle, and I like the way they do the lower grille opening, of course, fully functional as well. Now, as we rise up, you got that Mercedes-Benz badge, and then the traditional double bulge style. This is a style that goes all the way back to the 1950s. And being that graphite gray magno color, it really highlights the body line super well. Now, as we come around the bend, what are we working with? Wheel and tire setup. So you're gonna see our new style wheel, that split spoke design with an inner ring. They are AMG branded wheels, and you are getting 6-piston calipers with the Mercedes-Benz logo on them. If you're wondering, well, Joe, what's the size of this wheel? 19-inch wheel in diameter. Tires are 225 on the width, 40 series sidewall, and of course you get adaptive suspension. This vehicle also does have rear wheel steer. Now, as we come down the side, no badging, nothing fake on the side. I like that clean style. You do have your gloss black mirror caps. They are power folding, 360-degree cameras. And then from the side of the vehicle, you can see those overall dimensions. Like I said, it's like a mini S-Class. Up top, you are going to get that little bit larger than standard size sunroof. It's almost like a mini panoramic sunroof. And you have gloss black around the window frame openings. My one zonk is, why do we have the chrome? I guess it's to match the chrome style on the front of the vehicle, but from the side, it like makes all your attention go here. And I don't think that's where your attention should be going. On the bottom portion, you got that nice side sill extension. And then of course, working our way towards the rear, out back, still 19-inch wheels. Tires are 255 on the width, 35 series sidewall. And what's great about this vehicle is that it's rear-wheel drive based. Now, coming around the back, simple, clean, nice trunk-lid spoiler. C300 badge in that shiny chrome finish. Love the way they do the LED lighting. And then, of course, working our way down to ground level. That's a 5-finger zonk times 2, which would be a 10-finger zonk Why are we putting fake exhaust outlets? Why? Exhausts are underneath here. Just make it freaking flow through. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. It really gets me frustrated, as you can see. But I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna count to 10, calm myself down, and then we're gonna pop the hood and talk about power of this C300. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You do have prop rods. Underneath that hood is gonna be your entry-level engine. What are we talking about? We're talking about that 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 with that mild hybrid assist. It gives us 255 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. It is bolted to a 9-speed automatic. 0 to 60 in about 5.2 seconds. Top speed is governed to 129 miles an hour. MPGs, you're looking around 25 in the city and 34 on the highway. So it may not be an AMG with 600 horsepower, but like I said, this is that gateway into the Mercedes-Benz family. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire up this 4-banger Mercedes-Benz and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we are inside this 2025 Mercedes-Benz C300. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, how much is this car? Because I'm looking for a sedan. I don't want an SUV, but I don't have 150 grand to go buy an S580. How much is this one? This particular one, the way that it's optioned, has an MSRP of $61,000. But let's see what you get for the money when you go this C300 route. To the door panels. Love all the fine materials. The leather style material up top, the stitching. You do have heated and ventilated seats, plus 3-way memory seat settings in that usual Mercedes-Benz location for those controls. We have the premium sound system with the aluminum speaker grille covers, ambient lighting, stitching on the armrest, and then a door pocket that's large enough for 2 bratwursts and a nice large bottle of root beer. Now, going from the door panel to the dash, we have this carbon fiber style material. The silver trim looks great. They do a great job on the AC vents. Slide on in, you got your triple AC vents blowing either cool air or hot air right in your face. And then you have this large infotainment system. Very easy to use, but everything is within the screen, except for a few things that they pull out where you could touch these haptic buttons. So you hit the car, that allows you to make adjustments. You hit dynamic, you could go into your different modes. Of course, we're gonna be going Sport Plus. There is an intelligent mode where you set up your own preferences. And another thing that I like is how they have the auto start stop button right below. So you fire it up and then you shut it off, which is what I usually always do. I don't know about you. Now, to go back home, there we are. You got your dual climate controls. Like I said, everything is within the screen. You could pick up your menu here for your AC. Let me throw it in reverse. Nice, beautiful, very clear resolution on the cameras. You got your trajectory lines. You could change the views. Look at that, pretty cool. This is the shifter for that 9-speed automatic. Push it to go into park. And then I bring up the navigation. There we are. A lot of gloss black here, which I am gonna zon because as you can see, somebody's been eating KFC in here with some extra biscuits and gravy. Open it up though. What do we got? Stay. Wireless charging, 2 cup holders, a place for 4 Twinkies and 2 USB-Cs. Thumbs away! Felt lining, USB-C. You could probably put, I don't want to talk to you right now. I hate it when this car starts talking to me because I don't want to talk to it. It's like, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. You have enough room in there to where you could put 4 Rolexes. So if you're taking your money and spending it more on watches, you could put your Rolexes in there and then you could save some money going the C300 route. Or you could do flip-flop. Have yourself a Casio watch or an Armatron and then you could be riding around in S-Class. Your choice. Leather seats, simple, very Mercedes-Benz-esque. All the controls are on the door panel, electric assist for the passenger, electric assist for the driver. And like I was telling you, you have a mini panoramic sunroof with the power shade. You kind of have to like rub your finger on the gloss black, kind of weird. But why don't you get your butt over here? I want to show you this flat bottom steering wheel in the C300. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. I love the aluminum sill plate with the Mercedes-Benz logo that lights up. Pedal box is almost perfect. Aluminum brake pedal, aluminum throttle. Why do they give us a carpeted dead pedal in a luxury car? You do have one button on the seat that's for the lower lumbar. They want to make sure you have easy access for that. I'm 6 feet tall, and even though this is a smaller sedan, plenty of room. Steering wheel, I love the two different types of leather. Horn button is not very luxury-esque. I would like a leather covered horn button with some stitching. Gloss black on the switch gear. You do have metal paddles to go up and down that 9-speed automatic, and it is an electric tilting and telescoping wheel. And then of course you have that 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. Nice clean graphics. Of course you could change all the information and even how the display is shown. But why don't we go ahead? It's not just about, this isn't a 2-seat sedan. That would make zero sense. This has a back seat. Let's get back there and see how much room there is. All right, guys, back seat time. And you know, like I said, even though this is a smaller sedan, plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room. Seats are comfortable. There's that ambient lighting shining behind the gloss black here, which is nice. Pull this down. It's nicely padded. Got little holders and stuff. And then the leather. And plus, you also have your pockets. This is where you can put your Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scouts are like drug dealers selling those Girl Scout cookies. But why don't we go ahead? Let's get in the trunk and go for a drive in this Mercedes. All right, guys, cargo area time. What's nice is hit the button. It actually has an electric assist lifting trunk. This is what you get in the lap of luxury of a Mercedes-Benz. If you're wondering how much trunk space, you're looking at 13 cubic feet of space. Those seats do fold down. And underneath here, you do have a lot of cargo. You could fill this up with a 50-pound bag of nachos and get yourself a barrel of salsa, and you have a Mexican tailgate party for Cinco de Mayo like that. But why don't we go ahead? If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go for a little spin and see how the C300 drives. All right, guys, we're inside this 2025 Mercedes-Benz C300. Right away, you're gonna get that familiar Mercedes-Benz experience on the interior. Very short reach to that large infotainment system screen. You got the large digital gauge cluster. I do like the way, even though they don't have buttons, they have these different icons that are pulled out that are ones that you're gonna probably wanna access the most. And the fact that the heated and ventilated seats are on the door is a nice touch as well, so that you don't have to worry about going into the infotainment system. You do have the different modes, which adjust your steering sensitivity, throttle sensitivity, and how the transmission and the engine behave with one another. Visibility is great, whether it's out the front or out the back. Plus, you have the paddles on the back of the wheel to go up and down that 9-speed automatic transmission. Seats are supportive, but yet also very comfortable. And then we're gonna slow down a little bit here and we're gonna go on throttle. On throttle, here we go.
I have found multiple results. Where do you want to
It
go?
loves talking to you. This car loves to talk to you.
Can you say that again, please?
But the handling is very, very precise and very easy to maneuver. It's just that if you need a friend, this car will be a friend to you because it doesn't shut up. But the balance of the steering is good. Very, very quick on the initial turn in, and there's not a lot of body roll, even though this is not an AMG vehicle. But like I said, it's one of those vehicles that is the entryway into the Mercedes-Benz family, and that's important to have because, like I said, not everybody has 200 grand to go buy an S-Class. The 9-speed shifts really well. I do like the 9-speed in this. The sound you are getting is 4-cylinder turbo, and there is some pumped-in sound on top of that. So just be aware, this does not have a deep sound whatsoever, whether it be real or artificial. But there's just something about a rear-wheel drive sedan that makes sense and really kind of checks off the boxes when it comes to driving engagement and driving fun and overall handling. But on top of that, you're getting all the safety features, which, believe it or not, Mercedes-Benz actually came out with a lot of these themselves, and then they were dispersed among the automotive industry. But just a very, very smooth, comfortable, capable sedan, and with that graphite gray Magno color, really looks even more pricey than what it already is. It's nice and quiet in the cabin. Not a lot of wind noise, not a lot of road noise. Just feels really, really good being behind the wheel of this C300. Plenty of AC vents, which are great, especially on a hot day like today. And we're gonna go on throttle as soon as this light turns green. But I love the steering wheel, great looking steering wheel, the leather. On throttle, here we go. So fast shifts from that 9-speed automatic, and a very, very balanced chassis. But I'm hoping that this has been a good, quick overall review of this C300. We're gonna get back to Crown Eurocars and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, another great day in so many ways here at Crown Eurocars. Definitely gonna thank Michael and the rest of the team getting us access to this 2025 Mercedes-Benz C300. Let me know what you think. Is this a must-own if you're trying to get into a luxury class vehicle, especially if you want a sedan and not an SUV? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. I'll come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rights family. Gotta give it to Stephen Flood. He's making the movie magic happen, even though he's dreaming of somebody right now. So thank you, Stephen, for all that you're doing. Just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.